Hey everybody, Minchuckleship here, back with another video from Disney Sorcerer's Arena. Today, I want to talk about the thing that everybody always asks about, both from creators and both from communities, is what characters should I be working on? How do I know if a character is good? Is it worth it to invest in blank character? And so today, just really quick, we just want to go over my view on how to use tier lists. So if you go onto the Discord for DSA, there's tier lists for the characters, tier lists for the spells. A bunch of other people have also even put in specific tier lists for the groups of characters, because similar to how Disney Heroes Battle Mode has teams, here we have, I don't even know what they call them, but they separate them into mythical, there's 5. There's Wilds, Oceanic, Mythical, Kingdom, and Downtown, and most characters are Downtown right now, but for the most part, I'll just focus on how to read and use and what it means to have a tier list for characters and for spells, because those are the two main ones. And really, like, the way I view it, because I'm not someone that's going to be investing, I'm not going to be putting in hundreds of dollars into the game. So when I see a tier list, that isn't I need to be working for these characters, because a lot of the times those top characters are behind paywalls, or people that have been only if you've been playing for a really long time can you get them. Like, for instance, I'm only at level 27, right? It takes a long time to level up beyond past tier, at least for all the things that I have in front of me. And if I were to try to get a lot of these top characters that they keep talking about, I would have to either be paying a lot of money, or I would have to be extremely lucky and be possibly paying a lot of money in order to try my luck, because a lot of these characters are behind, like, the store. You're gonna have to go in and buy like chests, the ultimate chests, for instance, to get some of them. And that's just the way that mobile games always work. The best character is always going to be hard to get, or going to require money in order to unlock. So when I see a tier list, I always take everything with a grain of salt, knowing that I'm not gonna be working for all the top characters right now, and I have to be okay with that. I have to be able to build my team around the understanding that I'm not going to be at level 60 with the max tier, max stars, and where the characters, like, quote unquote, become extremely useful. So with that being said, here's how I view it. So I'll look at the tier list, and I'll pick one of those top characters, because I do have the time and the resources to focus on one of them at a time. But then really what I'm really honestly looking at is, like, okay, so what's in, like, that second tier? What's a second tier character? Those ones are almost always the ones that anyone can get. You just need to invest a little bit of time into specific game modes, for instance. So if you go in, the S tier right now is Shan Yu, Mordu, Hades, and Zerg. Now, Shan Yu you could have gotten from the Mulan event. He's still available in the premium exchange, and he's still available from the tournament exchange. But the way I'm working it is, like, okay, I have Shan Yu now. He's at 3 stars. I'm not going to necessarily work on getting him more stars right now, because I'm going to unlock more due. And when I do that, then I can kind of, like, go back and figure out which one I want to work on a lot more. Hades is another one, but Hades is a lot more time, and I feel like it would be more useful. Again, keep in mind that your investments in characters, and I said this in my Disney Heroes Battle Mode video yesterday, that, like, don't invest in every character all the time. Like, you don't need to get every single S, A, and B tier character and then not touch a single one of the lower tier characters. Even lower tier characters still have some use. So my view is, like, okay, I have Shan Yu. I'm not at a super high level right now, so I'm not going to be able to get, like, super far with just investing in that one character over and over and over again. So I'm going to get more due right now, and then I have both of them. Now I have 2 top tier characters, and now I can go back and start investing in both of them. That's how I'm doing it. Now, this may or may not be the best way to do it, but those are the 2 that you should that I'm going to be looking at, because I already have Shan Yu. Now, if you don't have either of these, you can kind of decide which one you think is better. Personally, I think it's Shan Yu, because I actually have him, and so I can attest to how great he is and how useful he is. And Hades is also good, but he's such a long-term character for me that I'm okay, like, leaving that for the future. Now, when I look at A tier, every single one of these A tier characters I can really honestly get right now. So Ian and Barley right now, easiest characters to get that are A tier, because they're just right up top in the accessibility because of the event. You can get them from the event daily. You get daily tokens is what they call them here, and you get them from your limited time events. Every couple days you have 10,000 where you can actually get the chests, so you can open more chests, and there you go. Instantly got an A tier. You're given Sorcerer Mickey right at the beginning, and he's super easy to farm at the beginning. Big Bag Wolf, he's the one that I've been working on. He's also an A tier character, and he's just right here in the grand campaign, like not even that far, and I've already unlocked his the node or the mission that I have to do to get him, and so I've just been farming this non-stop to try to get him. Aladdin is another top character that you get right off the bat. If you're in a club, then you're getting these club tokens all the time, and you can go into the club exchange. And then the exclusive character right now are Baloo and Jack Sparrow. Now, Baloo is not a top tier character, but Jack Sparrow definitely is, and he's just like right there. Manticore is a little bit harder to get, because really, if you don't have the pass holder season, you probably are barely going to get him at the end, because you're not getting a lot of the extra bonuses that are coming through. But Manticore is another one. I personally love Manticore. He's part of my main team, but he's also here and he's accessible. So what does that mean? What am I trying to say? Look at the tier lists for characters. Don't feel bad if you're not able to get all the top tier characters. Focus on one, maybe two of them, if you're not planning on spending a crud ton of money, or you don't have infinite amounts of resources. And then really look at these A tier characters, the ones that are right there available, the ones that you can work on right now, and focus on those and building those characters. And then you have one extremely top tier character and a bunch of A tier characters that are still really, really good. I mean, they're better than 80% of the rest of the characters. So that's how I view it. That's how I do it in every single mobile game. And then as you kind of build up your roster, you're going to start naturally unlocking some of the lower tier characters you can kind of use here and there. You're going to naturally start to upgrade the characters, and eventually you're going to get to the level that you really want to be working at. Now, spells are completely different, because characters you can really kind of unlock as you go, but spells require you to work through the Towers of Endurance. Now, I haven't figured out how to do Towers of Endurance well, so don't expect me to have any good advice here. But my last thought is that spells, don't necessarily worry about it at the beginning, because you're really restricted on the number of spells you can have, again, unless you're spending lots of money, which most people are not, because you're going to be left with whatever you can unlock here, and it's slow, and you're not really going to get very far until you're at a high enough level to get through the tower, and you can really get all the things all the available resources. So look at it. I would say at the beginning, go for spells that you can use the fastest. So personally, I only use Duke and the Meteor, because those are quick spells that get me a lot. Trigger is somewhat faster, so Trigger might also be better, honestly, than the Meteor, because even though you're doing less damage, you're able to use the spells faster. Spells, you want them to come out as quick as possible. So when you see the spell tier list, again, for the beginning and most of the beginning, don't worry about not being able to get it right away, and just try to use ones that you can use, they can get, and they can use the fastest. Don't worry about all these top tier ones that are later and further down the line. And with that, I will leave it here, because I have more videos coming out with Disney Heroes Battle Mode today. New update, lots to talk about. And with that, I will leave you and see you in the next video.